What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video, man. So look, in this video, we gonna have several conversations, dog. You know what I'm saying? But I got something I gotta get off my chest. I gotta expose some of these narratives, bro. You know, we gotta talk about what's really going on. I don't know if it's a clutch sports thing that's happening, the reason why people be switching up, but man, we gonna talk about and debunk some of this stuff, dog, because a lot of it is just plain trash, and it needs to be discussed. So first of all, somebody sent me this video on my Facebook, and I had to pull it up some kind of way, so I went and found it on YouTube. Man, look, fair use, because I don't want y'all coming from my channel. Fair use, man. So y'all listen to what Gilly had to say, and if you can't hear it, we just gonna read the captions.
You still feel LeBron is a better player than Kobe?
Yes. I feel like if LeBron James is the best player we ever seen in the world, if we never seen Michael Jordan play.
You still feel LeBron is a better player than Kobe?
Yes.
So he feels like LeBron James is the best player in the world if we never ever seen Michael Jordan play. But we seen Michael Jordan play. You know what I'm saying? We seen Michael Jordan play. Why do we use these fictitious narratives and make these fictitious statements, man? You know what I'm saying? Like we've seen Michael Jordan. That's how we know LeBron not better than Kobe. Michael Jordan is the measuring stick. 6 championships. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all seen my previous video where I talked about, you know what I'm saying, like my whole conspiracy theory. If you haven't seen that, man, go check that out. But Michael Jordan is the measuring stick. That's how we know you not better than Kobe Bryant, because we seen Michael and we seen what he was able to do with his teams, how he was able to elevate his squads, and how he won 6 championships. You only got 4. It's something about how you win your championships, dog. It ain't just about the championships. I want to make sure I point this out, because Bill Russell got 6 and Robert Horry got 7. It's not just about who has the most rings. It's about you, number one, where you the main player, dog, on your championship team. You know what I'm saying? Was it 1A, 1B? If it's that type of situation, then Robert Horry got an argument. But we know Robert Horry was, a 6 man or whatever, a 3 and D type dude. He wasn't never no it's his team type of cat. So I don't even know why we playing around with that fake narrative, But you had to be the number 1 option on your team. 1A, 1B, something like that. How you win. So let's talk about LeBron James, right? LeBron James was a beast in that East, but in that West, he is stressed, dog. In the East, he dibbled and dabbled, played around, stacked his teams, went to 8 straight NBA Finals, bro. He went to 8 straight NBA Finals, you know what I'm saying? 8 straight NBA Finals. I'm trying to get this graphic off my screen real quick, man. Trying to get this graphic off my screen, because we gonna look at this in a minute. But he went to 8 straight NBA Finals, bro. We've been telling everybody, though, the East is weak, dog. So he went in 07, which was unbelievable that he got that Cavs team to the NBA Finals. We're not gonna gloss over that. That was unbelievable, dog, that he did that. So then after that, he goes to Miami because he was struggling. So he goes to Miami, right? Build a super team. Then he runs off 8 straight finals. He goes from Miami to Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? Cleveland builds another super team. Kevin Love, Kyrie Irving. You know what I'm saying? Then he got the J.R. Smiths of the world. People like that. The Amon Shepherds, which Shump wasn't all of that, but he was a decent defender. They put some pieces around that Cavs team and they made it do what it do. 8 straight NBA Finals. All right. He then leaves and goes to the West. What happened? The boy had to win the championship in the bubble during the pandemic when no fans was around. You know, we watched him have real life Space Jam, a movie in Disney, to win a championship. You know what I'm saying? One Western Conference Finals. What we seen happen? Bounced out in the first round, not make the playoffs. He got to get a taste of what that West was really like. And that's what makes what Kobe did so impressive, dog. You lose a Shaquille O'Neal. You know what I'm saying? Shaquille O'Neal moves on, goes to Miami. Once again, in the East. And wins a championship. Right? Wins a championship. But you lose Shaquille O'Neal. You say, cool. You know, we gonna run it. We gonna try to run it with Chris Mem and Kwame Browns and you know what I'm saying, Smush Park and them. We gonna try that out for a minute. The minute Kobe got another 19-point game score, dog, he won 2 championships. Do people realize that Kobe Bryant is probably the only player, dog, especially out of this conversation, this debate, to win back-to-back championships without a first-team All-NBA player, dog? Do y'all realize that? How hard to do that? How hard it is to do that in the West? And not only that, in 2010, he beat all 50-plus win teams. And then got to the finals and faced a full-headed monster with Rajon Rondo, Paul Pierce, KG, and Ray Allen. And you still got what's his name? You still got Rasheed Wallace on that team. You dig? So we gotta knock it off, dog, with these narratives, bro. Because when you really put the context with it, dog, it changes the entirety of the conversation. Because the minute LeBron went to the West, and with all of the help that he had, LeBron had 25-point scores and still couldn't win the championship, dog. Luka, 25-point a game score. Couldn't win the championship, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we got to start looking at context. Everybody talking about how impressive it is for LeBron to score all of these points. And I just been trying to tell everybody, bro, that the NBA has changed. What he's able to do in the last 10 years of the NBA was not the same NBA that for sure Kobe Bryant played in, dog. What Kobe was able to do in the NBA, dog, as far as scoring the ball in his 10-year stretch, I always like to look at it like a 10-year stretch, you know, like Michael, Kobe, and LeBron, they had like a 10-year stretch of like dominance, like what you would call like their era, you know what I'm saying, where they dominated. I feel like the 2010s was LeBron's era of domination, you know what I'm saying? Kobe's was the 2000s, and then of course Michael's was the 90s. So in LeBron's, if you look at LeBron's time spent in the NBA when he hit his ascension and won his championships, dog, let's take a look at the difference in the scoring. You know, the defense that was being played, which we all hear him talk about it, but LeBron fans like stats. So we're going to look at some stats, man. We're going to look at some stats. Because I feel like y'all like stats. So we gonna look at points per game. So this is the how many points teams are averaging per game. You know what I'm saying? So to average more points, that means that teams are getting more possessions. All right. So you got pace of play. You know what I'm saying? So you're looking at the points scored. You're looking at the pace of play being different. You know, which is going to change the number of assists because people are getting more shots up, but they not playing no damn defense. All right. So right now the league average is 113.8 points a game. Y'all see that? It actually went down. It was 114. Then you got 114.7, 110. So look at these numbers. So all right. Let's look at let's look at the 2000s, bro. Look at Kobe's time. So look at 2000. 94.8 points scored a game per team. Each game. This is what the teams averaged. All right. So then it went up to 95. Then it went back down to 93, 97. Then it crept up to 97 again. So think about this. Kobe scored 81 points, dog. The league average for points scored in a game was around, 98? So look at this, man. During his 10-year span, this was the league average for points scored in Kobe's 10-year span, dog. So it's defense being played. Now, if you go back and go look at Michael's, they actually averaged a lot of points in his era. You know what I'm saying? They in the hundreds. They in the hundreds, dog. You know what I'm saying? They pace of play. Looks like the pace of play was a little slower, though. You know what I'm saying? So maybe less possessions. But they, you know what I'm saying? They shot the ball. They scored some points. So maybe, you can make an argument that Kobe's scoring was more impressive than Michael's scoring, because of the amount of points that was scored during those games in his era. Man, but look at this, man. Kobe played in a tougher era defensively. LeBron playing in the exhibition era, dog, where you can just free flow, shoot the ball however you want from wherever you want, all willy-nilly. That's how they playing, dog. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to point that out to y'all. And like I always tell people, dog, the same thing that make you laugh, make you cry, because it was all good. And I think, and I'm going to leave y'all with this. LeBron has a career that if ended earlier, he would have it would have been tough to argue with fans. You know what I'm saying? Because he would have accomplished certain things at a certain time, and maybe it would have left some room for them to debate. And I'm only saying that because it was so tough to argue with LeBron fans earlier in his career, bro. I'm talking about even before he won. It was so hard to argue with them because they would make a lot of points. You know what I'm saying? Like, they would make a lot of points. But as he plays longer, dog, they shooting themselves in the foot. You know what I'm saying? Because he's putting himself in situations where they criticized a lot of previous athletes. You know what I'm saying? They used to criticize. Man, chill out, man. See me making a video, they running around, making all that noise, man. That slow ass car. Anyway, so they criticized Kobe for playing with Shaq, and Michael Jordan had Scottie Pippen. But then you watch LeBron move on and have all of these great players that he played with, dog. And he only got 4 championships to show for it, bro. You know what I'm saying? The things that they criticized previous superstars like Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant for, we watched him get the same things, the same help that they had, that people claim that they had, and he still couldn't pull it off, dog. They talk about him being clutch, but we watch him have more non-clutch moments than any other superstar. He not going down on his shield. He going down passing the ball to Austin Reeves. We watching him come up with all of these excuses. The cast on the hand after the finals. He got an MCL sprain. You know what I'm saying? All of these excuses. Delonte West smashing his mama, and it's just, bro, it's always something. One thing I'll give LeBron, bro, is that he got a fire team, dog. His team and how he went about his business was so fire. You know what I'm saying? Because he got everybody in his pocket. You got Nick Wright with Clutch Sports. You know what I'm saying? So that means you got editors, you got sports personalities and analysts that are on TV to help spew the narrative. You got all of these people in your pocket. Nobody else has put that much money into their body and into their narrative like LeBron, dog. It's the craziest thing, and I got a lot of respect for LeBron because of what he came from, you know. So this isn't a personal attack on LeBron. LeBron as the man, he get the utmost respect, man. This is just a friendly debate with LeBron stands and fans because we need to start having a serious conversation now that he near the tail end of his career. Now, I did predict that he's gonna win a championship his 23rd season. 23. You know what I'm saying? He gonna win a championship. The league is writing a book, a storybook ending for LeBron is what we getting ready to see. That's just my prediction. But until that happen, this is what I'm standing on business over here. Until that happen. But anyway, man, just some more thoughts for y'all, bro. Let me know what y'all think about this one down below in the comment section, dog. And if y'all enjoyed the video, please hit that subscribe button. Let's get this channel all the way up, man. And I enjoyed all the comments. I'm gonna get to the comments in a minute, and check them out and see what y'all had to say. We're gonna talk about it, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna definitely hit y'all back in the comments, man. Y'all keep blowing them comments up, and I'll see y'all on the next video. Peace.